It smells like too. So we got to say it on first.
What's that?
We got to say it on first.
Okay.
1, 2. Welcome back.
Featuring Mikiyah the G.
Welcome back to my channel today, guys. We're doing a hair Q&A or like a hair tip on how to grow your hair with a mukbang. So I got Buffalo Wild Wings and she got Wingstop because she bougie.
And I ain't eating them too fast.
Even though Buffalo Wild Wings tastes better, but yeah, so
Maybe salty.
that's what we go for today. So I think I'm gonna do 5 tips. She's gonna do 5 tips.
If we got that.
Why would you say that? Like,
I'm just playing.
We're gonna do 5 tips a piece. We're gonna try to because there's a lot of ways to help your hair grow. But since we're doing a personal one, it'll be kind of hard to think of. But we're gonna have that. We organized. We're gonna have that. So she gonna go first.
My first tip is, I don't know who needs to hear this, because he needs to hear it. But baby, keep those ends trimmed and stop playing with yourself. I ain't saying go get them cut every month or every time you take out your list off. But get your ends trimmed.
She just trimmed my hand, so I don't know what she's doing to me.
Kendall's cut. Dude.
She cut off 2 inches, probably 2.5 in my still press video. She cut off 2.5 in my still press video.
First of all, on my right hand side, it was nothing there. It was barely naked already.
That's how the girls do.
It was long on one side, as y'all can see in the video.
Well, and as I also can see in the video, my hair was perfectly trimmed. So I'm trying to give you a compliment.
It was not. I could have did better, but I cut up there.
Well, that's her first tip.
Yeah.
My first tip is to deep condition. That's like whenever somebody asks me in public and like I'm pressed for time because in public I'm not gonna sit here and give you a full rundown. But when somebody asks me in public, that's usually my first tip because I feel like that's a tip that works for any hair type, along with trims. But like that's just one that you can do at an easy expense. Like you can use a Dollar Tree conditioner, you can use a high-end conditioner. Deep condition is just something, like I said, you can do at any expense, anytime. And it's something I recommend that people do once a week. So like I said, whenever somebody asks me in public, that's usually what I say. Because you can use a cheap one. With me, I feel like deep conditioning just comes down to the time. So it doesn't matter what deep conditioner you use, as long as you use enough and leave it on for a long time, it will do its job and make sure that you have your hair covered in some type of piece. So what I usually do is, no matter the conditioner, I make sure I saturate my hair thoroughly, and I usually use like grocery shopping bags because plastic caps are usually too small. So I double up the bag and then I usually deep condition for overnight until I rinse out my hair the next morning. So overnight is definitely more than enough time to deep condition your hair, but that's an example of what I mean by like using a heat cap, tan, and thoroughly saturating your hair. So that's my first tip. Anyway, this cold. This cold.
What's cold?
Where's wings? You keep doing it. They tried to. Cause I know it was this cold.
Wait. Alright. But yeah, drink your water. And you know, keep it moisturized. If your hair get moisturized, your body moisturized, then you good.
Exactly. Don't hair grow from the inside out.
Okay.
Not the outside in. So that's basically what the water factor means from her tip. My second tip and the fourth tip is,
if you say the tip I got in my head next, this video is done.
well, you supposed to say what?
No.
Okay. My second tip is scalp stimulation, but it ties into oil. So like, she sells her growth oil. You can plug it if you want. I'm talking about plug it to like a short in the camera. But scalp stimulation, because when you massage your scalp, it gets the blood flow circulating. It releases like any dead skin that's on the scalp. Scalp stimulation massages all of that. That's why like shampooing your hair is such a major factor. But that's a whole nother tip in itself. But that part of shampooing, the washing your scalp, is a major factor because if you shampoo your hair once every 2 months, you're not touching. 9 times out of 10, if you wash your hair once every 2 months, you're not touching your scalp anyway. It's like whether you got a weave in, braids, whatever. Excuse me, you're not touching your scalp. So that's why I would say the oil. Like I said, with her oil, it helps because it gives you some type of like, I would say base or like lubrication to help you massage your scalp. Because if you just massage your scalp with your fingers, it is beneficial because like in the morning I do that like to fluff out my curls or whatever. But oil definitely does help because it gives your fingers something to add onto the top of the scalp. And it also helps, the oil also helps with the lifting of the dead skin cells and all of that. And doing it with oil is a great pre-poo because if you lift up all the dead skin cells and all of that prior to you shampooing, your scalp will be cleaner when you shampoo because everything will be lifted up and on the surface already. So that's my second tip and tip number 4.
So tip number 5 is, you ready for this?
I'm not ready.
You're not? No heat. No heat lamps. Leave. The shampoo, blow dry, flat iron, wrap every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. And the shampoo, blow dry, going into your braids. Then you take down, wash it. Shampoo, blow dry, going into some more braids. Then the story repeats itself. No heat. I think it's a proven fact that people who use heat more than people who use no heat.
It's definitely a proven fact.
I ain't gonna say that hair grow longer, but
I mean,
it do something.
It do something. And what I learned is like, when our hair curly, we keep it moisturized, we wash it, manage it. So it's attention like every week or every 2 weeks or
Is that the minimum?
Instead of shampoo, blow dry, putting your hair up for 2 months and then.
Which is good. That's why I don't like to knock that because leaving your, and that was going to be my next tip, but I'll let you on because that's my next tip.
Ain't no wrong with it, trust me. But it's when you keep the cycle keep repeating.
Exactly. That's, too much of one thing is never good, whether you're doing something good or bad. That's the thing, which a lot of people forget. But okay, so you know what that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tip number, my third tip, and then tip number 6 is leave your hair alone. That's why I like interrupt the husband because it kind of plays into what I was gonna say. What did you said? No heat. Oh yeah. What I mean by low maintenance. So leaving your hair alone is good, but if that's all you do for like just say January 1st to December 31st, yo, I don't know. And it's hard because I watched a girl on YouTube who relaxed and her hair was really long. It touched her butt. And she grew her hair out protective styling, which is what a lot of people try to do. But the difference between her and a lot of people is that she does all of her protective styles. So she knows how much tension is going into her hair. She knows how to control it. She knows everything. Like she does her own protective styles. Whereas a lot of people, they get braids by A, B, C, or so in by D. And that's not bad at all. But if that's the only way that you wear your hair, and that's the only time that your hair is getting touched is when it's getting, like she said, shampoo, blow dried, or stretched out. Some people do flat iron their hair before they get braided for wigs and stuff like that, but even a shampoo, blow dry every month, it's not going to kill your hair, but it is going to kill your hair if every time you shampoo and blow dry it, it's going up underneath something or it's going within something like braids because even if you got, I don't know how to explain it. The only way that would help your hair is like I said, with the girl I watched, which I think her name is like Shun. I'll put it like in the title how it is. Just channel because, yeah, I think it's S-E-U-M. But, I mean, that's because she relaxed. She's not natural. But her page is about growing your hair. But nevertheless, I forgot where I was at. But the only way your hair would grow is if you stuck with one stylist. So, and they were proper at that because you can stick with one stylist who messes up your hair. And when you stick with them, your hair depletes. But if you stick with one stylist or somebody you trust or anybody who you know just takes care of your hair, it will grow. So, back to my tips, I'll just be on a ramble. Don't leave your hair alone too much. Like, low maintenance is good, but don't leave it alone too much. And that kind of taps into the blow dry flat iron thing because people think like, well, I do shampoo my hair and all of that, but it's like, every time you shampoo your hair, what do? What is your hair in the next 24 hours? It's heat. And then with heat, you touching it up. Because in 2 days, your edges might sweat out, whatever. So it's just like, low maintenance is good but proper time within your hair is good as well. So that was number 6 in my thought.
Number 7 is protein treatment. Protein treatments every month. I'm telling y'all it's a big difference.
Or every 2 months, because sometimes protein treatment is months.
I think mine is like a month to 2. I mean, not 2 months. Like, definitely I wash my hair after 2 weeks. No, wash my hair, then 2 weeks go by. I deep condition, then another 2 weeks go by. I use my protein treatment. And then, like, you know, between that 3 or 4 weeks, that's how they do it, like a month to, you know, in between condition. So, they're doing that once a month, not every 2 months. Because you gotta think about it, them really cool when your hair breaks down and then I ain't gonna say that everybody in Chicago, but majority.
That's everybody in the summer.
Okay,
Well. Somebody else is thinking. Alright, so that was. Oh, keep going.
Yeah, just get your protein treatments. I make mine at home. I use avocado eggs, snail, and I save a lot of money for going to the grocery store. Cause big conditioner is not cheap. Being natural is not cheap. Unless I don't know. Unless you make your own.
Or if you just like sparing with yourself. Being natural can be affordable if you're not heavy-handed. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah, I'm heavy.
you can make stuff last, but if you heavy, also when your hair long, you don't have a choice, but you heavy-handed.
Yeah.
So my hair not even that long, but hers is. Like, my hair is just like a decent length, at least for me. Some people it is considered long, but to me it's like medium in my opinion. So.
And then to add on, like a deep conditioning job can last the normal person about somebody that deep condition every week, like 3 to 5 uses. I barely get to it.
Definitely, if it's an 8 ounce too,
Baby.
maybe 1 if they didn't fill it up good.
Okay. Baby, it's not cheap. And them deep conditioners be $12 and up. The ones I like. Because you can't find no affordable ones.
Yeah, like I said, you can use regular conditioner. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to use that deep conditioner. Deep conditioner is an act, like it's a verb. Deep conditioning is something you do. They just title stuff deep conditioner to sell it. Deep conditioning is an act. It's not a noun. So.
But I feel like deep conditioner should be thick.
It should be.
Let's tell them what to look for. It should be thick. It should be very stiff on the hair.
I like ones with slip. I hate deep conditioner.
I like putting like regular conditioner under it, and then I just pack on the deep conditioner.
To water it down.
Yeah. So I don't use that stiff 80 stuff and bad stuff.
So that was number 7. My number 8 is to protect your hair when you're not out and about. So what I mean by that is like, people don't think about it. If you just sit on the couch and you always lay on the couch, like, not when you sleep, just say like you relaxing. If you just on the couch relaxing and you always lean back, that's not good for your hair. Because nobody's couch is silk or polyester, which is what's on your hair. So that's not saying having your hair covered with a bonnet and anything, which most people know, but a lot of people don't take it serious. So that's why it's like it's a double standard, because everybody sleeps with a bonnet on, but 9 times out of 10 you either got a real cheap one, or 2, you don't wear it all the time. If you wear your bonnet once a week, you might as well not wear it at all. Because protecting your hair really, even if you have the healthiest hair, your hair is going to break out if you go to sleep every night on some cotton, some wool, if it ain't polyester or silk. Even if it's your clothes, though, your clothes is the exception because you don't have a choice. But when you go to sleep, your head is laying on something for 6, 7, 8 hours continuously at one time. You toss and you turn, and it's not good for your health. So
That's to add on my personal experience. I sleep with my hair in a forced me to have to cut my kitchen off, which is real ghetto.
I was just gonna say something.
It had to be sacrificed. It was like getting too bad.
My personal experience with that, it's not my personal experience, but it's from when I was in cosmetology school. Because when I was in cosmetology school, I'm sorry. When I was in cosmetology school, a lot of our clients was older women and they didn't sleep with their hair protected. Like the most they'd do was maybe like a net or something, like, you know, you put rollers in, you put a net on top. That's not protection at all. But when we would like press out their hair or even do like a roller set, you know, you start from the back will be this long. And the back of your hair is supposed to be shorter to an extent, but not choppy. So you can tell when your hair is broke off in the back. So like my professor would tell us to like ask them, like, you know, do you see what your hair protected? You know, the proof is in the pudding. We would tell them like, well, you need to, because if not, it's gonna slowly start to travel up, and it's not gonna just be your kitchen. The front of your hair gonna be long, and the back, like, you gonna have an asymmetrical body in a second. Back default. So if you don't sleep with your hair protected, it's something, and a lot of people don't, and they probably don't think that's why the back of their hair's short, but it's like when people doing ponytails and your back fall down. That's probably why. So yeah, that was number 8.
Okay. Number 9 in the patience. Go natural. If you transition it, cut it off, let it go. If you relax, girl, go natural. I promise your rap still gonna look the same. And I feel bad, I'm shaking. But if you got heat damage, please let it go. Like, for real, your hair was
like he's a cold
so much. It was like, I swear, I cut my hair off. My hair was still kind of thick at the bottom. I sent him a clip if I got it, and he gonna insert it in this video. But
well, I might not.
Anyway, my hair was still, I ain't gonna say it was thick because it wasn't as thick as my natural hair, but it was still thick to be relaxed hair. But I say cut it out, just start moisturizing your hair, put yourself in a routine, and that's why I feel like a lot of people.
Got a thumbnail.
Okay, we will. I feel like that's why a lot of people don't. I still got my bag. I feel like that's why a lot of people be so scared to wear their hair out and natural, and, you know, instead of putting it up and the whole low maintenance thing. But anyways, just go natural, keep your hair moisturized, and I promise it's gonna go. Because them braids every 3 months, and then shampoo goes and I braid it up again, your hair not getting the moisture that you need. It's like, low maintenance don't mean no maintenance. So
literally.
that don't mean, you know, you can't be conditioned in between, you know. Because some girls have be like, oh, and make sure you properly take your hair down if you are.
That's too. Everybody be cutting their hair. That's why your hair really don't grow. Every time you take your sewing down, you cut each braid.
Like, I promise.
And that's just a fool.
You better talk to her before I do, because I'm hurt her feelings.
That's the, especially them locks. No, not them locks. I'm talking about the super distressed locks.
Oh yeah, because your hair
having so much trouble with them.
They do. It's a lot of videos on how to take them down though too. But look at the video.
Yeah, but like when you take your braids down, make sure you gently comb out your length. Because you know how to do it.
Well, all that product.
But yeah, just treat your hair like your baby.
And I started with an analogy. It might not make sense, but like the thing with the no maintenance is, I feel like braids and overall protective styles only work when you're doing once in a while, like I said, because it's kind of like this. You only take a vacation about once a year. It'd be a good break. You miss it, but like it was a good break. You can't stay on vacation all year, or you're not gonna have no money.
Right.
The money in this sense is like the hair growth. Like, or just like healthy hair. If you was on vacation all year, you would never be at work, you would never do nothing. So that's why most people only take a vacation about once or twice a year, which in this analogy is the getting a protective style. Like, you should get braids maybe like once or twice a year, a sewing once or twice a year, and leave it at that. Granted, I do know people with long hair who get their hair done all the time, but I know more people than not. So,
and that's not the problem, getting your hair done all the time.
I feel like it is because it's manipulation, and it's a lot of manipulation in one day. Granted, when you get your hair done, you do leave it alone, but it's a lot of manipulation in one day, and that one day takes a lot because, like you just said, with taking your hair down, the manipulation comes from installing it and taking it down.
Okay.
The taking down part is a big people. Even if you don't cut your hair, the cutting probably ain't the problem. It's the combing. Once you get all your braids, or like once you get your net off, your braids untwisted or unintertwined with each other, people just start combing. They be having fine tooth combs, not a shower comb, nothing. They just get to going crazy. So it's not even so much cutting part. It's the what?
Go ahead.
It's the
I had to straighten it out. Sorry.
It's the combing part. So that's what it is for a lot of people. And that's even on a daily basis. Like, just say you didn't take your hair down. If you just wash your hair and comb it crazy, you're going to lose some hair. So that's what most people's problem is, because when you have 2 months of build-up and you combing it out, you usually combing out that build-up, then some. That's why people lost hair be like this after 2 months, which granted you do shed 100 to 150 strands of hair a day, but they be taking out the same amount when they take their hair down. So now you more bald head than you started to sell. What are you to do?
I don't really feel like it's 100 strands a day.
I don't feel like it is either. It does vary depending on the day too, because granted, like if you had a jacket or something that was snagging your hair, just every day does differ. But nevertheless, people be like, they be combing the shed hair out and then losing some because you just going crazy. Like, when you take your braids down, you put some conditioner on them, some oil, stuff like that. Or if they not that old, you don't have to. Like, if you just kept your sewing in for a week or two, or your glue in, that's cool. I'm talking to people who leave their sewing in for 3 months, which isn't a problem. It's how you take your hair down, which is why you're not seeing no growth. And if you went into the style with your hair split, 9 times out of 10, it's going to come down even worse. Like, if you went in needing a real bad trim, not just a dusting, if you went in needing a real bad trim, your hair gonna split within them braids.
And you know what version? People like, I used to work as an assistant in the shop. So like when people would come in with their split ends, let's be honest, split ends go into braids way better than a blunt cut.
They do, yeah.
So I'm a victim. I mean, not a victim. What is the other side?
Like, you were.
Why was I just getting that?
You were saying that you do the braids with the split ends, like most of the clients.
Oh, so most braiders do braid your hair with split ends, but I'm gonna just air us out. It saves us a lot of time, and like when you have a blunt cut and you braid your hair up like for a sewing or something, or a close or whatever, that braid is gonna come down. So we gotta put a rope down, and it's just like
Like I always say, you gotta braid the product or something.
kept it like it was. So I used to not offer trims a lot as a braider.
That is true. And number 10 for me is hair supplements. So I've been taking biotin. I took biotin back when I had like just a haircut, but it's almost a year. I started taking them religiously in a sense in April, last April. I want to say April 17th actually, because I wanted to mark the date, because I wanted to stick to more than just a month or two. I wanted to do like an actual, daily, monthly, everything. So in 3 months, February, March, April, in 3 months, it'll be a year. So it's been 9 months I've been doing it. And within the 9 months, I've only used Nature Valley. I want to say Nature Bounty, one of the two. Nature Valley is what I'm talking about. Nature's Bounty, and it's in a green bottle. And I take the 10,000 mcgs because that's the strongest dosage. I take 2 of them a day. You definitely can take less, but they work the quickest. So I take 10,000. I try and make sure I drink water in general on a daily, but everybody knows, especially when you first start taking biotin, it's going to break you out if you don't drink water. So within the 9 months, that's the only brand I use because, but I used to take the South. It's crazy, I know. I down like once every 2 months. I literally just got it in today, but I take the South Shell Rapid Release Gel. It's crazy that I know it, but 10,000 mcg South Shell Rapid Release, and it comes with 120 in one bottle. So that's why I usually down every 2 months, because it's 120, but I take 2 a day, so it goes quicker. But they only $10. Well, no, not even. They $8. I get them on Amazon. They come the next day with Prime, and Yeah, I only changed them up one time because I was out of town, and when I was out of town, I ran out of them because I brought the remainder with me, but ran out of town. I mean, I ran out of them when I was out of town, and I still got Nature's Bounty though. I'll try to stick to at least the same brand, but I had got the gummies, and I want to say they were 10,002, but that's the only time I ever changed them up. So I would say hair supplements work. They help your hair grow, and they don't help the hair that's already on your head, but they do ensure that the hair that's coming from inside of your body outside is healthy, nourished prior to coming out. Like everything is stronger, everything. So it definitely is beneficial. And yeah, supplements just, they help your hair grow. And not just helping your hair grow so much, they just help ensure that anything that's coming out is going to be healthy from now on. Because like I said, they don't affect the length of your hair, but they more so affect, the new growth.
The cortex.
What's the supplements? I was going to say cap.
Oh,
Supplements.
to add on. Does he take the record?
Yeah, I say Nature Bounty Rapid Release.
I take like this little bottle of vitamin. I want to say a gel, but I think they call it the liquid.
Oh yeah, I should get that.
But that's really the fast acting.
Yeah, the liquid one is because it's just like if you was drinking water, it's kind of like that. Whereas pills have to digest in your stomach, whatever. So liquid biotin is the best. But not even so much vitamin. I wish I could really remember the video I watched. It was the girl who had said like 7 vitamins that help, or I don't help, supplements, health supplements. So thanks for watching the video. You can follow her on Instagram. Here she goes. Follow her on Instagram at KAYYX_. She does hair. She sells Swansea. She sells Swansea. She sells hair oil. This is the hair oil that I use that I was saying, and it's the hair oil that I use in my soft life tutorial. So make sure you go watch that. I'll plug some of that video as well. This is a 4-ounce bottle. In that video, I used the 2-ounce one because that's the one I was using. So yeah. Follow her. She sells the oil. Like I said, when one of my says, use the oil when you
What else I do?
I said hair. You're not a jack of all trades.
Yes, I am.
I said you sell hair.
I'm an investor. I'm a business.
Cash Out Flips is not investing. Anybody who needs to hear it is 2021. Cash Out Flips is not investing. You play too much. That's the end of the video.
See y'all.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Come on.
Oh, we do need a thumbnail.
What you want to do?
Girl, I gotta get my boxes out because I put all the boxes good. It ain't no way to help.
Baby, I'm about to bust open. But this room
You know, I got scared to come outside.
Bend it over, bust it wide. I got a whole scared to come outside.
You don't even got they don't even got the name on her.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Cause I'm like, we definitely don't got no thumbnail. We understand. What we gonna do? Let me get one. Don't even want the piece for the mom. You ain't get her. Get her the bomb.
Okay. She just came from the back. Tell me to stop. I'm sick.
You sick.
I'm sick. Like, I'm sick of, they sick of me giving them tables.
I'm probably not gonna like this. This little ghetto, cause my little bitty bed. They gave me a purse to put this. It's not giving, cause I'm finna break my neck from belly. It's not giving. I found something.
Okay, we can do something in the video. You could just do like a little thumbnail.
Well, we could do, but I gotta have my baby, cause I got the baby birthday. You got the dog.
Baby, this bag just right down.
It wasn't laid to the side, just been down. Okay, how many?
I got hood. I got juice. I mean, not juice. Taylor. I got barbecue sauce.
Girl, she not gonna see this. This part gonna be edited out. I'm just trying to do this to get them in.
Well, you edit my part in. Taylor, I need some a new jacket, please. Send it through the Send it through the
Stop. You get swap.
What?
This is closer to my stash. This close to my stash. You get the baby meal.
Get up. Over here. Okay.
And it's not giving because it ain't no.
Yeah, it's not.
This so low budget. I knew we should have got Red Lobster. But the girls know. Let me get my back.
He is going to find a thumbnail in the middle of this video. Thank y'all.
It's not just when
Yes,
it's supposed to have
it is.
Jay.
Let me see. Come on, let's watch it.